Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to Mrs. Z's Reading Strategies. Come on, let's read and learn together. Here we go. How to get your students' attention. Oftentimes in the classroom, students, they don't hear you. They are distracted, they're asleep, and all of the above. So today, for my experience, teaching almost 20 years, I want to share with you some things you can do for classroom management to help your students listen, understand, comprehend, and interact with the lesson. Now today I have some attention getters, I have some verbal praises, and I have a couple of things that you can do with your students as a group. So I want you to hang tight. Let's go. All right, the first thing we want to focus on is attention getters. Your students are all over the classroom. You're changing, you're transitioning. You want them to sit down and you want their eyes on you. You want them ready to listen and learn. The first one I have, and you might already know some of these attention getters and verbal praises, but for those who don't know, here we go. The first one is class, class. I say class, class, and the students say yes, yes. For example, class, class. Yes, yes. At this time, you should have your students' focus and attention, and they're sitting in their desk and looking at you eye to eye, ready to listen and learn. Class, class. That's an attention getter. You can do it as many times as you need. Number 2, hocus pocus. Everybody focus. The teacher says, hocus pocus. The student says, everybody focus. They like that one, especially around Halloween time, but I use it throughout the year. Your students are in their seats, ready to listen and learn. That's a good one. The next one is macaroni and cheese. The teacher says, macaroni and cheese. And the student says, everybody freeze. And they freeze. At that point, you're giving instructions for them to go back to their desk, ready to listen and learn. Okay, let's recap the attention getters. Class, class. And the students say, yes, yes. You say, hocus pocus. And the students say, everybody focus. The teacher says, macaroni and cheese. The students say, everybody freeze. And they freeze. Those are 3 attention getters that can help you with classroom management. All right, let's move ahead. Let's think about some praise and verbal statements that you can make as a teacher to help your students feel good about themselves so that they would want to be good in class. They want to please you because students love to please the teacher. Sometimes they just don't know how. One thing that the teacher, when a student you're instructing and maybe one of your students get an answer right, or maybe one of your students do what they're supposed to be doing in class, well, here's something that you can do. It's called mirror, mirror, and it goes something like this. You are looking good. So the teacher or the student is in the mirror, and he or she is looking good. You know how we do in the mirror in the morning before we go to school or before we go wherever we're going, to the store. We want to look good. So the student is looking good. And the students really love that one. All right, the next one is, who did a good job? Have you ever heard the song, who let the dogs out? You. Who let the dogs out? This is to the tune of that song. And it goes like this. Who did a good job? You. The kids really love that one. Many times in my class, I would say, who did a good job? And the students would jump right in and say, you. All right, that was fun. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now, if little Susie or little Karen or little Bobby gets an answer right, you can say, kiss your brain. And the students will kiss their brain. It makes them feel really good, teachers. And it just enhances their self-esteem. Their attitude changes, they're smiling, and we're all having fun and interacting in class. Try it. I guarantee you. You'll love it, and your kids will love it. All right. Praise and verbal. How about this one? I know you know this one. Give yourself a pat on the back. And they hug themselves, and they give themselves a pat on the back for doing good, for being nice, for making a positive gesture, for helping another student. Give yourself a pat on the back. I like that one as well. All of these brings interaction within your classroom. All right, the last thing we're going to talk about, you can mainly do this with partners. In my classroom, I have partner desks side by side. Some of the desks are in fours, groups of fours, and some of them are in groups of twos. A lot of times I'll get a little sticker, a dotted sticker, and I'll write A, B. A partner, B partner. A and B partner only interacts with the person that's in their group. All right, so with the A and B partner, here's what we do. I'll say, let me think about a subject, maybe in math, or maybe in reading, since I teach reading and writing most of the time. We were talking about main idea, and we're talking about supporting details, for example. And I would say, partner A, teach partner B what you just learned about main idea and supporting details. And I'll say, teach. And the students will say, okay. Teach. Okay. I say, teach. The students say, okay. At that time, they instantly turn around to partner A, turns around to partner B, and explains to partner B what he or she just learned regarding main idea and supporting details. Now, I'll give them 2 or 3 minutes. After A talks to B, B is going to turn around to A and tell him or her what he learned about main idea and supporting details. That gives interaction. You know, students love to talk to each other. That gives them a little bit of time to talk, but they must be talking about the subject that I asked them to. So what's the teacher doing? She's monitoring. She's rotating around the room, making sure that that's what the students are talking about. And what's going to happen after that? I'm going to go back to my class, to the board, or to the wherever I teach. I used to teach at the windows, or sometimes I might teach at the door, rotating around the room. But wherever I'm standing, I'll go back and I'll follow up, give a little feedback. Oh, I heard little Susie say that main idea is what the story or what the passage is mostly about. So I'll give little Susie a pat on the back for that statement. And then I'll make another verbal praise for another student. So that's giving a little bit of feedback on what the students are talking about. And that encouraged the students to talk about what you asked them to talk about. So that feedback is very important. So what was that? Teach. Okay. The students really love that. When they all echo it together, they love it. I guarantee you, it brings great classroom management within your classroom. You'll be happy, your students will be happy, and your administrators, when they come in, they'll be happy. All right? This is just an opportunity for kids to interact with each other. All right, so those are some things that I just wanted to share with you. How to enhance a positive classroom management, a positive learning environment, and make your kids happy, make yourself happy. Attention getters, verbal praise, and some group interaction. You'll be the teacher of the year, hopefully. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that I helped. Trendy Moms, this is Mrs. Z. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe and like.